So good afternoon. In the last class, we discussed the what are the different types of charges and what are the properties of charges and how can you calculate the number of positive charges and negative charges. And today we move to that how the body gets charged. So everybody initially electrically neutral means it consists equal number of protons and equal number of electrons. That means same amount of positive charge and same amount of negative charge. But how the body gets a charge? Very clear is the important point is gets the charge in the means excess charge. Why I'm stress the point excess charge? Because initially it consisting of equal number of protons and equal number of electrons, electrically neutral. Electrically neutral. Now we move to that how the body gets the charge means how the body gets an excess charge. So there are three different methods, and the first one is by friction, and the second one is by conduction, and the third one is by induction. So first I move to that by friction. How you charge the body by friction? I'm always telling that charge the body in the sense so to get excess charge by friction. In this, the important thing is here, in this process, we can charge, in this process, we can charge insulators only. In this process, we can charge insulators only. Now, how can you charge the body in frictional process? The two bodies rub against each other the transfer of charges, that is nothing but electrons. Why I'm stressing the point here, electrons only transfer, protons are bounded to the nucleus. Transfer of charges, that is nothing but electrons from one body to another body. In this process, suppose now the two bodies here rub against each other, the body A and the body B, they rub against each other. Let us assume that the few electrons are transferred here. Let us take that n number of electrons are transferred here. This results the number of electrons lost by body A, that indicate that the body A possesses positive charge, that is Ne according to quantization of charge. Now the body gets exactly equal amount of negative charge. So now this is QB is minus NE. It's very simple. Initially, these both are electrically neutral. So the total charge is zero. Initially electrically neutral in the sense, for a system, net charge is zero. Even the electrons are transferred. Even in this case also, if you have taken the both A and B are a system, the net charge is zero. So why I stress the point? They follows law of conservation of charge. So in this process, when the one body rub against each other, the electrons are transferred from one body to another body. Electrons are transferred from one body to another body. One body loses electrons, another body gains electrons. The body which loses electrons, gains a positive charge. The body which gains electrons possess negative charge. So what is the key concept here? When the two bodies are having the same amount of charge, but one is positive charge and the one is a negative charge. So here I want to ask a small question. Is there any change in mass? Is there any change in the mass of the body? Think a while. Is there any change in the mass of the body? Generally, you thought that electron mass is very small, negligible. So if you generally thought, so many students thought that there is no change in the mass. But practically, once you think, there should be some change in the mass. Why? Because you are very clear, the mass of electron 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 kg. Whenever the electrons are transferred, the mass is decreases. So now can you say, so which one is more mass? Positively charged body or negatively charged body? So very clear, negatively charged body means the more number of electrons. Positively charged body is less number of electrons. That the negatively charged body gains very small amount of mass, So positively charged body loses by small amount of mass. So very, very important point. When the charge is transferred, that indicate that there should be some mass changes. So this is the important concept regarding the how the charge is transferred by frictional process. So very clear, it should only possible. This is the process can applicable for the only insulators. We transfer the charge between the insulators by the frictional process. Now I move to that. The next one is by conduction method. by conduction process. So very, very important point. In this process, we can charge the conductors. So the conductors only conductors can be charged in this process, not insulators. But not insulators. So now we move to that. How a uncharged body means neutral body. I told you already, neutral body in the sense that does not mean it has a no charge. It means there is no net charge. So why? Because it consisting of equal amount of positive charge and equal amount of negative charge. That is the meaning of a neutral body. Uncharged body means. Very clear. Uncharged body means that does not mean that it is no charge. That means it has equal number of positive charge and equal amount of negative charge. That is uncharged. That is neutral charge. There is no excess charge. So very clear. In this process, in the biconduction process, we should take among two bodies, at least one body should be charged. So now I move to that. What are the process here? So let us take in that a charged body A. So initially it possesses positive charge. This is charge on A is equals to, let us take in that, plus Q1. Suppose this is a neutral body or any another charge, but for our convenience I am taking this as another charge. This is another charge, either positive or negative. Very clear. Here you can take either positive or negative, but here I am taking that positive charge, but this is taken as a negative charge or something else. Okay, this one also positive charge. This is a charge on B is equals to Q2. Now I arrange a path between conducting path between the both the charges, both the charged bodies, conducting path. So when the both are connecting by the conducting wire or something, that means here we are taken as we are arrange a path. So charge flows from one body to another body. Here we need a little bit confirmation from which body to which body charge flows. So very, very important point in this process, charge flows from high potential body to low potential body. High potential body to low potential body. So don't worry about that. Actually, you know little bit about the potential. We will learn about the potential in the coming lectures very clearly. Suppose if the two bodies are identical in shape and size, in shape and size, potential is directly proportional to charge. It's a very, very important point. We will learn in further classes how these both are directly proportional, but here just remember these things. So charge flows from high potential to low potential. Here we are taking that both are identical in the shape and size. So that's the reason you learn in your schooling the charge flows from between the two bodies from high amount of charge to low amount of charge. It means high amount of charge to low amount of charge in the means the both are identical in the shape, high potential to low potential. So we are taking this Q1 is greater than Q2. This is completely our assumption. So now the charge flows from A to B. Again, so charge flows from high potential to low potential. That's clear. But again, the question: up to what extent the charge flows? To what extent the charge flows? The both the bodies having same potential. Very, very important point. Again, come to this point: if the two bodies are identical in shape and size, that means the both the bodies possess a same charge. Until the both bodies have a same charge, charge flows. This is body A, this is body B. Now this charge is Q, this charge is also Q. So the charge flows from higher potential to low potential until the both the potentials are same. Here we are taking that both the bodies are same in size, then the potential is directly proportional to charge. Then the charge flows from body A to body B, because we are assuming that the body A has a huge amount of charge than B. Then the charge flows from A to B until the both bodies have same charge. Now here also you can follow the law of conservation of charge. The both are taken as an isolated system. The total charge remains constant. Now that should be equals to Q1 plus Q2 equals to 2Q. This is also law of conservation of charge. So very, very important point here. Very, very important point here. Very, very important point. While taking the charges Q1 and Q2, you should take with this signs also, with this nature. That means if you taken the, if you are the plus Q1, let us take a plus Q1. If it is take a minus Q2, let us take a minus Q2. Then it is Q1 minus Q2. Otherwise, if it is minus Q1, this is a plus Q2, minus Q1 plus Q2. So very, very important point. So while taking the charges, should be taken with signs. This is a very, very important point here. So what these important things we discuss in the conduction process? When the two bodies are in contact with each other, then charge flows from the high potential to low potential. Means if the both bodies are in same in size, potential is directly proportional to charge. Now the charge flows from the high amount of charge to low amount of charge until the both the bodies acquires the same amount of charge. So please think a point: until the both bodies having the same amount of charge. Here also they follows the law of conservation of charge. Law of conservation of charge. This is a very, very important thing. You should learn about the conduction process. So next I move to that by the induction process, how the charge flows from one body to another body. So let us take a small example how the charge flows by the conduction. Now the two identical spheres, two identical conducting spheres, one has charge plus 5 microcoulombs, and another one has charge minus 9 microcoulombs. If charge flows between, if the charge flows between both spheres by conduction process, what are the final charges? What are the final charges? So just look at this. So given as both are identical conducting spheres, that means same size. When the both are at the same size, in the sense, the potential is directly proportional to charge. So charge always flows from high potential to low potential. So now let us take, and this is A, this is a B. Now this is a QA equals to plus 5 microcoulombs and the QBA equals to minus 9 microcoulombs. Now the charge flows. So according to law of conservation of charge, let us take what is the Q net charge initially? QE, QA plus QB. So when the both are connecting with the conducting wire, charge flows from high potential to low potential. Both are identical conducting spheres. I mean same size, same shape and same size. So which is a higher charge that has high potential. So that means VA is greater than VB. Potential at A is more than potential at B. Charge flows from high potential to low potential until the both have a same potential. Means both have a same charge here. Now let us take, and this is the A. After that, now this is a B. After the charge flows, then this is a QA dash and QB dash. After the charge redistribution, a Q net equals to QA dash plus QB dash. So according to law of conservation of charge, that net initial should be equals to net final. So that is Q net should be equals to Q net dash. That means initial should be equals to final. So that is QA plus QB equals to QA dash plus QB dash. Here, one more important point, the both are identical in the shape. Identical spheres. So therefore, after the charge distribution, charge transferred, QA dash equals to QB dash. So let us take, and this is QA plus QB means plus 5 microcoulombs and minus 9 microcoulombs. I told you very clearly, you should take the sign conventions. That is a 2 QA dash. So 5 minus 9 is minus 4. Then the QA dash equals to minus 2 microcoulomb. That should be equals to QB dash. So this is a very, very important point. After the charge transfer, so only the possibility the both have same amount of potentials, means same amount of charges. And one more important point, they follows the quantization of charge also. Even don't get a point, even if you are taking this is a 1.2 or 1.3 1.4, but that is a charge, but if you are converting to number of electrons, it should follows that the Q is equals to plus or minus Ne. So quantization of charge and the conservation of charge, this property should be follows. So now we move to the induction process. by induction process. Even in this process also, we can charge only conductors. Only conductors can be charged. And one more important point, in the frictional process, in the conduction process, the charges are transferred from one body to another body. But in this process, there is no charges are transferred from one body to another body, but transfer between the earth and body. I will show you how it is happens. And one more important point, even in this case also, one body should be charged. At least one body should be charged. So now you go to that, what is the mechanism in the induction process? So let us take in that one uncharged body, body A. So let us assume that initially positive charge is there. Let us take in the charge on A is equals to capital Q. Now we take in another a neutral body or uncharged body. I clearly tell you, an uncharged body in the sense, neutral body in the sense they contains the equal number of positive charges and equal number of negative charges, means there is no net charge. That does not mean there is no charge. It charge is present, but that is net charge is zero. Very clear what the induction process is here. So this also takes place, I have told you, this also takes place when only conductors. The properties of the materials we discussed briefly in earlier. Conductors have a more number of free electrons. So very clear what's happening. Generally, the material is a neutral means. So please look at here. A positive ion, that's electron is nearer to that. A positive ion, electron is nearer. A positive ion, that is a concept of atom. How the atom is, look at a combination of positive charges and negative charges. This is positive ion and electron. So positive ion and electron. This is a positive ion and electron. This is a positive ion and electron. That means this is a combination of a positive ion and electron. Electrons are free charge carriers. Very clear. So I told you clearly, when the charges are transferred from one body to another body, electrons only transfer. There is no protons transfer. Now come to this question exactly here. Whenever this is a clear needed to a positive charged body is placed needed to here. So what will happen due to the positive charges and the property of the charges, the electrons are influenced by this positive charge. Exactly, just think about these two bodies. This is also B. For our understanding, I wrote this way. So electrons are attracted towards this positive charge because of influences here. Now look at here, they are coming this way. So very clear, I'm telling you here, this side already positive and negative is present. This is a neutral. This region is a neutral already. But what I'm telling here, from this region, for our understanding, I'm separating these two parts here. This side electrons are coming to this side. but these already electrons are present. These are the neutral. They are these become a neutral. But that means this region, this left right region electrons are comes to the left region. Now the left region, so come electrons, excess electrons are coming to this side. But in the right region, till the positive ions are left. This side is positive ions are left because these excess electrons are coming to leftwards due to the influence of the nearer positive charge. Due to the influence of the nearer positive charge. Now, so what the, suppose think a while once, even if you remove the A now from this, if you remove the A, again these charges are redistributed because of there is a property of conductor, then again it become a neutral. But what is our aim is to want to become a B, become a charged body. So what you have to do now? Now this body B becomes earthed, connecting to earth. This is the earth symbols are connecting to earth. Earth is a huge conductor. Earth is a huge conductor. It can give some electrons. It may take some electrons, like a ocean. Just look at like a sea, like a sea. If you remove a bucket of water and if you pour a bucket of water, the level of the seas does not changes exactly in the same manner. The earth is a neutral every time, but in the huge conductor, even few number of electrons are transferred to earth and the few number of electrons are taken from the earth. There is no change in the charge of the earth. There is always neutral. So look at here. So this is the positive charge is this side. Now whenever connecting to the earth, now these electrons are flows to the conductor. So what will happen in this case? Exactly the right region becomes neutralized by transferring of electrons to this one. Please think a while. The electrons transfer from the earth to the conductor B. The right region means initially from where the electrons are leave the positive ions and influenced by the another nearer charged body. So this region, now the electrons are transferred to that region which is left over by the transferring of electrons inside. So that region becomes neutral. So now how this becomes? So now till the body is here, now this body B, now this region is have a negative charge, but this region is a neutral. The right region till neutral. Why? Because the electrons are transferred from earth to the right region which is contains the positive ions. Now till it is in earth. So very, very important point here. With what is the charge body amount of what is the amount of charge which has placed to influences this negative charge contains the same amount of charge. Now the QB is equal to minus Q, exactly the same amount. Exactly the same amount. So now what you have to do? Think a while. This is the very, very important point. First, you should remove the earth, not remove the body. Why I'm stressing the point here? Earlier I told you, if you remove the body A first, again the charges are transferred to earth, again it becomes neutral. So first you remove the earth. So when you remove the earth, this is body A, now this is body B. Now you remove the earth, this is the positive charge here. Now remove the earth, so there is no flow of transfer, but there is all excess electrons are present here. Excess electrons. I told you clearly how the excess electrons are there. Excess electrons are present. Now we remove this body. Now we remove the body A. Now the body is B is present. Due to the influence of the A, all the charges are just left region of the B, left surface of the B. Whenever the A is removed, because of the property of a conductor, very, very important point. This is the property of a conductor. Property of a conductor, whenever charge given to A, I'm always telling you charge given in the sense excess charge. Whenever charge given to a conductor, this excess charge redistribution on its surface. We will discuss later how it is redistribution. Is redistribution uniform throughout the surface? Is there any changes depending upon the area? This will we will discuss learn in next coming classes here. So now, so that excess charge which is in the left region is completely redistributed throughout the body. Now it becomes negatively charged, exactly the equal amount of charge which is placed here. This is minus Q. So we place initially for the positive Q needed to this, then finally it's become a charged body. So very simply, you think in another way, if it is the body, charged body A has a negative charge, this transferring of electrons will be mechanism will be reverses. It gains the positive charge, but in equal amount here. So this is the way an uncharged neutral body or a neutral body place it needed to a charged conductor, then it's becoming a charging. But it's a very, very important point here. Very, very important point here. So very, very important point here. There is no charge transfer from A to B. So only the transfer from the B to the earthed conductor. This is a very, very important concept, the transfer of charge by the induction process. There is a small example here. Let us take in. There are 5 conducting plates are there. 5 conducting plates are there. There is 1 to 5. There is named as 1 to 5. 1 to 5. There is 1 comma 2, 2 comma 4, 4 comma 1. There is attraction between these 2 plates. That means if you plate 1, plate 2, plate 2, plate 4, plate 4, plate 1 come close to each other, they attract each other. If 2 comma 3 and 4 comma 5 so repulsion. So now my question is, how you can say that whether the body is having charges or not? That means, so what can you say about that? Just give a comment. Give a comment about the charges on the bodies. Give a comment about the charges. We are not stressing the point whether it has a positive or negative, but my question is whether which has a charges, which does not have a charges. give a comment about the charges on the plates. Concept here. So there is a 5 plates. 5 plates. There is 1 to 5. Plate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 1. There may be attract. So, sorry, the attraction is there. But 2, 3, 4, 5, there should be repulsion. Give a comment about the charges. Now come to the concept of induction process. Again, so what the induction process gives us? Now once think a while, if body A and body B place nearer to each other, they will attract. So what the important thing is here, a charged body can attract a neutral body as well as another opposite charged body. And another opposite charged body. This is the very, very, very important point. A neutral body can attract a charged body attract a neutral body as well as another uncharged body. So what is the meaning of a charged body attract the neutral body? As exerted in the process of induction here. So now the body A is here. Suppose it is a negative charged. A neutral body come close to here. Due to the influence of these negative charges, in the left region, electrons are repelled by this negative charge. They are moved to this region. So now this becomes a positively region here. This is negatively region. So very, very important point here. So once you think a while here, so this negative charge and the positive charges are attract each other. Unlike charges attract each other. So this is the way a charged body can attract neutral body. Here very clear. Unlike charge also attract, but it's a very, very important point. A charged body never repel an uncharged body. Means never repel a neutral body. So what is the conclusion here? What is the conclusion from this data? The two bodies are attraction means there may be one body is a neutral body. Very, very important point. There is a two bodies are attract. Means both are unlike charges or one body may be neutral. But for the repulsion, both bodies should have a charge and it is opposite, means unlike charges. Opposite charges. This is the very, very important point. Now come to the question. See, in given charges plates 1 to 2, 4, 4, 1 attraction. 1 to 2, 2, 4, 4, 1. Attraction. 2, 3, 4, 5. Repulsion. 2, 3, 4, 5. Repulsion. Once think, as per the given data, suppose this should be repulsion, means they should have a charges. Suppose 2 positive, 3 negative, 4 positive, 5 negative. These are the possibilities, completely possibilities, because we don't know any one of the charge clearly. Otherwise, you can write 2 negative and 3 positive, 4 negative, 5 positive. The repulsion should be, they should be have a charges, attraction. Look at here. So from this data, what you get the thing, 2 should have a charge. 2 should have a charge, and 4 also have a charge. 2 and 4 also have a charges. But once think about the point here, the 2 and 4 are attraction. So from this data, the 2 and 4 should not have a same charges. So because attraction can be possible only the like charges. So finally, what you conclude that if 2 positive, 4 should be negative. So this is one of the possibility. Another one is, these are the one of the possibilities. 4 positive, 2 negative. So 2 and 4 must be charges. Now, but what is said that there should be attraction. So we are very clear. 2 has a charge, 4 has a charge. Now what about 1? Can you say that what is the charge of the 1? Very clear. So 1 only can attract the 2 and attract with the 2, and 1 is attract with the 4. That means for plate 1, it's only in the attraction process. So for attraction means the both are unlike charges as well as may neutral. One body may be neutral. So what finally we can conclude that the plate 1 may be charged body or neutral body. This is the very, very important concept to understand the charging process. Here, what we conclude the point here, to check it, whether the body has charge or not, the repulsion is the best test. Repulsion is the best test. Why? Because attraction can be possible with the charged body and also neutral body. So what we conclude that repulsion is the surety test for the whether the body is charged or not. So in the next class, we will move to that very, very important concept on this is Coulomb's inverse square law, nothing but electrostatic force between the two charges. Thank you. Small correction ఉంది ఇక్కడ. ఇక్కడ both are repulsion కాబట్టి 2 positive అయితే 3 కూడా positive. So 4 positive, 5 also positive, because like charges repel each other. Here also like charges repel each other. So repulsion is the surety test here. The both have a should have a charges, and it should be a like charges here. And here the 2 3 repulse in the sense 2 positive 3 positive. If 4 positive 5 also positive. If the 2 negative 3 negative, so 4 negative 5 also negative. Thank you.